Hello, everybody. My name is LaShawn. How are your favorite HR confessions lady? Let's get into some confessions, but first, let's welcome you guys back to my channel. Thank you guys for clicking on this video and giving it a great watch. So yeah, let's talk. The title of this video is 2 Degrees Hotter and Still Unemployed. I'm pretty sure you know where we headed when I say that. So last October, I had received my master's degree in industrial and organizational psychology. I was super excited, super stoked about getting this degree because I could utilize this degree in my field. My current field at that time was human resources, and I was a HR senior executive. I was laid off October 6th. Right. I want to say a couple days. Yes, it was a couple days before I received my degree. And I just knew, I was like, okay, I already knew it was getting to that point because one, we had to recently let go a lot of our employees, and two, the work kind of slowed down. So I would reach out to my manager, like, hey, is there anything, any new projects, what's going on? So that way I could keep some type of work on my desk. Your girl was laid off. Oh my goodness. Yes, I was laid off. Uh, but it's okay, right? Because we're going to get into these confessions, right? So, navigating the layoff pattern, first, of course, you want to make sure you get in a package, some type of, I don't want to call it a settlement package, a stipend or something. I can't think of the name right now, but anywho, I end up getting a package to kind of help me put some money up and pretty much save and things like that. But I do want to state this though. Thank you to my village that I have, and not going to go into details, but I am my family and my friends, all of who I'm talking about. You guys already know who, and I've already thank you guys enough, and I'm going to continue to thank you guys because without you guys I wouldn't be here at this moment. Well, I would be still walking the earth, but I just wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys. Navigating through the job market has been very difficult since last year of October. Let me see, I'm currently signed into my LinkedIn, and my LinkedIn has stated that I have applied to 5,516 jobs. Out of those jobs, I've received scam emails about companies that's looking for somebody to hire really quickly. And then like you're like super excited because your emotions get up there. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm finally getting closer to find out it was a scam. And then also recruiters that's just calling you maybe just to get a number. And just say, hey, I've talked to this person, because the recruiters are no longer doing their jobs either, when it comes to job searching. And that's how I feel. This is a raw video, by the way. And if it gets you in your emotions, I'm sorry, but this is how I feel throughout my process of navigating job loss. Searching job loss is very stressful. It's not a walk in the park. It's not easy. The only thing I say is to keep your faith, keep your head up, keep going. And I know you don't want to hear that because you've probably been keeping going for a year like I have. And let me kind of take a step back into some of the things that I've done. Okay. Once I got slapped back into reality, of course, I was still applying, updating and changing my resume almost monthly at this point to find work. I remember December came around and I thought I had a very promising opportunity, and I didn't. When December came and gone, I was like, no, it was my fault for that. Well, that opportunity rolled into like late January. And I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to get this position. It was my last round, and I did not get the opportunity, which is okay because, all right, you made it to your first final round. Let's keep going, right? So you keep going, and I've gotten to the point where I've made it to multiple final rounds, and it was one that I just knew I was going to get. I said, oh, yeah, I got this one. I went in. I spoke on a presentation, and this is one thing that I don't like that companies do. They have you waste your time with these, and yes, waste your time with presentations, and you're not getting this position, and now they have access to the tools that you used to help get you this opportunity, and you didn't get this opportunity. So yes, it is a waste of time to do presentations or have a potential applicant or potential candidate complete a presentation for your company. Why do you need to see that? No need to. That position fell through, and when I tell you, I really sat, I cried. That was the night I literally nothing. There was nothing needed to be cleaned in my home, but that was the night that I cleaned. I cried. I just knew, I was like, this is my breaking point. I can't take it anymore. And just going through those emotions, because again, I have been out of work for a year. Where am I going to get more money to pay my bills? Where am I going to get more money to sustain life? It's, other bills outside of your regular car note, your insurance, your lights, and your housing. You got to take care of, if you have a little one, you have to take care of daycare bills. You have to take care of food expenses, and just try to figure out how you're going to navigate and get all of that stuff taken care of weighs on you. So when I first found out that I was unemployed, and the first day of me being unemployed, it felt very new. I did not know how to navigate my new path. I still didn't know what I wanted to do. LinkedIn has said I've applied to 5,516 jobs. Out of those jobs, I've probably made it to maybe I don't know. I'm just gonna throw out a number. Maybe 20 interviews. It was more than 20 interviews, but I've landed first opportunity interviews. Well, let me take this back. Let me take that back. Out of those interviews, out of those job applications, I've landed first round interviews. And first round interviews is how you gonna, them marketing the company to you, you marketing yourself to the company, you showing them, you letting them know what type of skills that you could bring to this organization. And majority of the time they ghost you after that. And being ghost at an organization that has just told you that they're big on communication further lets you know that they're not. You took out time of your day to go and complete this interview. Maybe it might have been on site, maybe it's been on Zoom, but you still took time out of your scheduled day to conduct the interview outside of going on your regular day journey of making money to manage your household that you already have. So, outside of being ghosted, I've been reached out to about multiple recruiters that have yet to reach out to me about opportunities that they swear that was promising, that they are looking for someone to be hired as soon as possible, and no, nothing, right? So you don't want to work with those recruiters either. You don't want to work with those recruiters either. And it also takes some time to research those recruiters as well, research the company they work for, so that way you don't also find yourself wasting time with connecting or reaching out to recruiters that's not doing a justice for you. And after that, I've made it to final rounds, and some final rounds that I've made it to, I haven't heard back from. And it's like, okay, but you just told me, it's like, okay, you've told me that you like communication, and I've showed you nothing but communication. I've showed you nothing but me being able to extend a wait time on you reaching out to me, and nothing. And so again, if you lack a communication at your recruiting level, what does that say about the organization as a whole? I'm sorry, but it didn't feel right for me to say that, but it's true. Like, what can you say for your organization if you showing from the beginning of an interview to a candidate that's expressed interest, that's applied, that have taken time to apply, that has already taken time to interview and conduct interviews with you, not conduct, but to complete interviews with you, and you ghost that person and that person don't hear from you?